And there we go. 321 just wrapped up. I'm spitting, gleeking everywhere. LFA, Tuff-N-Uff tonight. We'll be watching the last couple of fights and having some fun here. Oh, how many can we get going? I just want 2. Give me 2. Got the multi-view going on Fight Pass. Lovely, lovely to see all that. StreamYards, what's going on? See if anybody pops in here. If not, we'll just have some fun. Talk about some news, some of the stuff that's going down in the UFC, and we'll keep rolling right along. Anyway, a couple of the details out of the way, a couple of the logistics out of the way. Keep my chat over there. You know, I'm not rich enough to afford 20 different monitors, so we are squeezing some stuff together here right now. If only you could see what I've got going on. Fortunately, if I show Fight Pass, I'll probably get docked for something, huh? Probably get docked. But we'll just leave it as is. See what's going on with the card. See what else is popping across the world of MMA here. We got a fight going on in Tuff-N-Uff right now. Let's turn the sound on that one. Don't need to hear whoever's commentating LFA right now. Maybe Instagram. We'll check Instagram for a good look at the card. And it's over. But big news. Speaking of big John McCarthy returns to the limelight. He is actually refereeing at Tuff-N-Uff, as a matter of fact, tonight, taking care of some officiating duties. There he is in the middle of the cage. I mean, how old is Big John at this point? I'm not even quite sure. Let's get it pulled. Big John McCarthy. How old is he? 60? Closing in on 70 potentially? 63 years old. Wow. Pretty darn crazy there. To think such a young man when the UFC first started, and now look at him. Look at where he has been. Look at where he has come. Big John McCarthy. What a legend. I've got some problems with him. I'm sure many fans out there do, of course. We are haters here. And, all haters are welcome across the board, whoever you are. Let me know if my fan is too loud. We'll see. I'm not so sure. Anyway. Let me know if that music is too loud. I can't quite hear it. I'm listening to something entirely different. But yeah, Big John McCarthy returning to the world of MMA, returning to the referee position. He's in the cage. He's live. He's in there with the fighters. And we'll see what happens. I don't think he's the oldest referee by any means. I believe Kerry Hatley might be older, but I don't want to say anything. I saw him. He was working at the Abu Dhabi card today. Don't want to say one thing or the other. Don't want to offend anyone these days, you know. But yeah, we'll just watch these fights, have a chat, see if anybody pops in. If not, that is okay with me. We got some news to talk about as well. Tom Aspinall slander through the roof tonight, getting a little wild. Bit much for me, for my taste. I was really, really disgusted, in particular by Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith together. Chael Sonnen, of course, he spins his narratives, he weaves his threads, he says these outlandish, crazy things. He's the Stephen A. of MMA. He's contrary for the sake of being a contrarian. He is against the grain just to play devil's advocate whenever he can. That is Chael Sonnen, right? Master of the mic, the undefeated, undisputed GOAT. But man, what he was saying and what Anthony Smith was saying tonight on the ESPN post show, I turned it on. Usually I do not listen, but it's the middle of the day. There's nobody really live, nobody that I'm really interested in listening to. Ariel's on. Who else? Luke Thomas might be going live. Guru, Lucas Tracy. I don't know if they've got their videos, their live streams, whatever they're doing. I'm not listening to that. I'm just whatever I can get my hands on. And it was the middle of the day. And that was the first thing that popped up. It rolled right in after the pay-per-view. ESPN Plus here in America. We roll right on to the post show. And the first things I hear out of my mouth or out of the words of anybody on the desk is Brendan Fitzgerald, of course. He's setting the stage, saying this stuff. And then Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen decides to kick off the entire conversation, the entire show, with, I don't know who to be mad at. Cyril Gahn, the guy who committed the foul, or Tom Aspinall, the victim of a foul. Now, there's a lot of speculation online. Who was at fault? Was this really this? Was this really this? It's Cyril Gahn. It's his fault. He committed the foul. There was no Tom Aspinall threw his head right onto some fingers that were just stationary in the middle of the cage. No. Cyril Gahn committed the foul. I made my video. I spoke about it. Now I've had some time to digest. Cyril Gahn committed the foul. Whether it was intentional or not, and that's the conversation that I was having, is that when he stuck his hands in Tom Aspinall's eyes, his fingers went there. But then he dug in the knuckles. You could see the white on the edges of the knuckles. They're back to that old Mark Wahlberg movie when he's making the fucking team on the Eagles. I don't remember. But the knuckles, different change of color. He's digging in. It's crazy. It looks wild. The initial touch is nothing, no big deal, right? Just a little graze of the eyes, whatever, you move on. But it's the fact that he dug his knuckles down into Tom Aspinall's eyes. Speculation, Tom's rubbing the wrong eye. Well, his right eye was the one that got grazed, and there was blood coming out of it, scratched there. The left eye, maybe it was more painful, but at least he can open it. It might have just been a straight poke all the way in, like a deep bruising pain. I don't know. Got something going on in LFA right now. Pardon me. Estrada and Ibarra. Estrada, familiar to me. We can pull up Tapology, take a look at what's going on over there. See what's going on with these guys. I do believe I've seen Estrada. Could be wrong. There we go. LFA 220. Tanner versus Sir. Alan Joban's on the call. And then, of course, Ron Kruk, as usual, doing a great job there. So, yep, Kyle Estrada, Ernesto Ibarra. Ernesto also looks familiar to me, but I can't quite place where I've seen him. Might have been LFA, might have been another promotion. But we go down the card, had some good prelims. Brian Mancilla, 2-0, got a big win. Quayshawn Randleson, that's a fun one. 3-1. Alex Ortiz got the victory. He's 2-0. Nolan Limbaugh. Oh, shoot. Not even sharing my screen. Sorry about that. Nolan Limbaugh picked up a W. He's 1-0. Will Hughes took a loss. Delton Kaufman. Looks like a wrestler based on the singlet, obviously. He's 1-0 now. Delton sounds familiar, but I don't want to pretend like I'm all into wrestling. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not. Don't want to pretend. Jerome Woodbury. This guy's got an interesting look there with the hair. How old is this guy? My goodness. 8-1. He is age and date of birth unavailable, of course. Livio Ribeiro, 5-0 tonight. Picked up a win there. Leslie Hernandez, 5-3. Chance EK. Never heard of this guy, to be honest. 6-0. Flyweight. Okay. Got a submission, round one. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Woo. First round. This guy looks like a baby, let's be honest. Ryan Coos, 8-2 now, beats Kevin Natividad. This guy's been around. He's 32 years old, 9-5. He even fought in the UFC. That's right. Losses to Miles Johns, Dana Batgari, Ricky Tercios. Yeah, this guy's been around a bit. He took a loss. Ryan Coos. Maybe a guy to look out for. Anyway, LFA currently going on. Let's watch the fight, see what's happening. Catch up with these prospects. Big knee attempt there by Ibarra. Ryan Coos. Let's see how old this guy is. See if we've got a decent prospect on our hands. He doesn't look too familiar to me. 31 years old, bantamweight. It's going to be tough. Going to be tough to try to make it to the UFC or anywhere higher, but hopefully maybe he's a scrapper we can hang on to for a couple more years, put on some good fights on the regional scene for us. That I won't complain about. Always like a good boost to some of these regional fights. All right, we're going dual monitor here. Amarsana and Cross over on Tuff-N-Uff. 4 minutes and 40 seconds in that one. And then over on the LFA, they're a bit ahead. Minute 30 left to go in the first round of their fight. Ibarra, big left hook. Drops Estrada. Knees to a grounded opponent. He's complaining instead of defending himself. I don't like that. He could be really concussed. That might be why. Come on, brother. I get that he needs you. There are commissions, there are places in the world that allow you to knee on the ground. Defend yourself. Stop complaining. Defend yourself. Terrible job by the referee not recognizing that. We'll have to see in replay. Slow motion. Was he really down? Was he up? I'm not so sure. But Ernesto Ibarra, huge knee, follows up with the strikes as his opponent is complaining. Yikes. Oh, man, that is tough. I hope that was legal, but I feared that it was probably not. I don't know. We're just going to wait and see. It's a tough one for both guys. Still waiting on the result. All right, let's check out Tuff-N-Uff while we're waiting for that. All right. I believe Amarsana. Let's flip over. That's an old Tuff-N-Uff. That's Diego Brandao Kaikamaka fighting tonight. Where are we at? Where are we at? Co-main event. Kenneth Cross. Also familiar to me, but I can't quite place it. All right, here's your replay. LFA. Slow-mo. Our replay guy. Spin it back. Oh, cameras. His knee is coming off the canvas as Ibarra throws the knee. So he's on the ground. He picks his knee up right as Ibarra is landing the knee. This might have been perfect timing for Ibarra. I don't believe the ref actually caught it. This would be completely accidental. Too close to call for the referee. Not a good job by the referee actually figuring out what is going on. I think he just got lucky with the call here. Just very lucky shot here from Ibarra. The timing of his opponent picking up his knee. Perfect. He thought it was illegal. We now see that it was not. He's picking his knee up right as the knee landed. His opponent's knee comes off the canvas, and it's completely legal. That's tough for his opponent. That is awful. Very close there. But don't complain. Don't complain about knees on the ground. Don't do it. You're setting yourself up for so much more damage. You have to protect yourself. That could lead you right into the conversation about Tom Aspinall. He was fouled. Cirogan was caught fouling. Right? This was not the ref didn't see it. Fight through it, Tom. Too bad. Tom Aspinall got fouled. Could he? Should he have fought through it? Many are saying that he should have and could have. If he was in the heat of battle and his life was on the line and he was poked in the eye like that, I have no doubt that he would have continued to fight. But he got fouled. It was an illegal thing. His eye is spasming. He can't open his eye. He's got a scratch, cut, whatever's going on in there. He's been poked in both eyes. It was a foul, a committed foul that got caught by the referee. You should be punished for fouling your opponent, much like this guy should have been punished if he had kneed him on the ground. Luckily for that referee, it was too close to call. And turns out it was a legal strike. The opponent decided to complain and put himself in danger. Again, heat of the moment, heat of battle. I believe that Tom Aspinall would have tried to fight through that eye poke, but it was a stalemate at range, easy to see, easy to tell that something went wrong. His eye is spasming. The adrenaline that he would have had to go through and had in his body coursing through, the adrenaline he would have with him in those moments if he had been poked in the eye, had to continue fighting. Who knows? Could have been dropped, hurt, knocked out in the next few seconds. We don't want to see that. We want to give him the 5 minutes to recover. He couldn't recover. It fucking sucks. But if you've ever been poked in the eye, the spasming of the eye, maybe he couldn't see. Maybe his vision went completely out. Something went wrong with the retina, the detachment. Something got scraped. Something went wrong, potentially. But if nothing else, when you get poked sometimes, your eye spasms and it just won't open. It stays because you can't open it. You saw the doctor peeling his eye apart and he kept saying, I can't see, I can't see. Was he freaking out? Was he panicking? Was he panicking? Probably maybe a little bit, but he wasn't freaking out. He wasn't screaming, I can't see, I can't see. Think about Bilal Muhammad back in the day, a couple years ago. Wailing, screaming, in pain. I can't see. He's going blind. Come to find out. Slow down. Come to find out, he had lost vision. There were serious surgeries involved in the past. I mean, it was a real problem. He had a history of it. That can be scary. To lose your vision? My gosh. I don't know if that's just Tom Aspinall's case or if he just couldn't open his eye. It was spasming and just wouldn't let him open it up. You can tell when guys are milking it. This wasn't a Kevin Holland, I'm going to do this and dance around and pretend to avoid the ref and not talk to him. And Tom Aspinall, very clear, fairly calm. Was he panicking because maybe he had lost vision? I don't know. Maybe he was panicking. Maybe he was losing his shit in the back of his mind. He got angry. Very angry, obviously. Tom Aspinall, usually a pretty calm, even-keeled guy. Got upset. Cursing on the mic. But he was complying, speaking with the ref, speaking with the doctor, wiping it out, trying to get it to open up, and it just wasn't opening up. I don't know what to say. You commit a foul, you pay the price. Sometimes things get missed. Whose fault is that? The referee, the replay referee, the backup referee, whatever you want to call them. It's their fault for not catching it. That's why they should have a constant replay referee, cage side, watching this stuff with a dial that rewinds what's going on, that you can play in slow motion, the replay, and you phone in, headset, right? Get right in there. Guys watching, replaying the entire thing, checking for fouls constantly if there was anything questionable. Then he tells the ref, hey, somebody got headbutted. Hey, somebody got a nut shot. Somebody was eye poke. Somebody back of the head. You get that ref, stop it for a second, make sure he's all good. He's all good. Continue the fight. That's what they need to do. The sport is still very young. The sport is still very young. Cyril Gahn hurt Tom Aspinall with an eye poke. Severely hindered what he was able to do in the cage. It could have been a DQ in my mind. You commit a foul, you pay the price. Does that mean that Cyril Gahn never gets a chance again? I don't know, maybe. But I would say that they'd probably run it back if it was a DQ win for Tom Aspinall. Why not? Big fight, he was looking good. Cyril Gahn was looking better than I thought he would have. I was getting nervous for Tom. I was thinking Tom might run right through this guy. Might just bull rush and take him down. Now there's also pictures going around. Had his hands right in the face of Tom Aspinall when he was shooting for that takedown. Could that have deterred Tom Aspinall from pursuing that takedown? Potentially. You got to think about this from all angles. We don't know. Tom Aspinall sent to the hospital afterwards. Aspinall. We got an eye poke. Speaking of eye pokes, in Tuff-N-Uff. Just a day of eye pokes. Can't get enough of the eye pokes today. doctors coming in. Chris Tione, referee, dealing with things. I'm not watching closely enough. I'm talking a little bit too much. Truck is getting the replay. Like I said, have a ref that just spins that dial back. He's coming, but I didn't quite see. Let's see. He throws a right hand, a punch, and then kind of pushes off with his left right in the face of Samsara. Not a good look. Lots of eye pokes today. Not a good look. Anyway, Ernesto Ibarra on the LFA side of things a few moments ago improves to 11-1. This guy's a hot prospect coming up the rankings. 29 years old, a little bit on the older side of things. He's fought in Combate, LFA, EXF. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight win streak since his first loss in MMA. Very exciting stuff there. Maybe, just maybe, very aggressive fighter. I liked what I saw. Throw him in there, why don't you? Throw him in there. What weight class? 125? Sure, why not? Can always use more flyweights. Flyweights are awesome. We love flyweights. All action fights, fun guys. Not a lot of knockout power involved typically, but that's okay. That is okay. That is all right. Might have to change some things. Cross is in control, they're saying. And we'll throw that ticker back up there with the fixed. We'll see what it looks like. All right. Cross is fighting hard for the takedown. Emarsana. Sorry, I probably call him Samsara. Shout out. Where did I get that from? Samsara. That sounds like an Indiana Jones thing. Shout out Temple of Doom. Great movie. Cross is rocking a massive beard. Emarsana looks a bit tired after the alleged eye poke. Hard to see, but it looked like Cross did poke him, rake his hands across the face in some way. In between rounds here for Tuff-N-Uff. Trying to figure out this mic setup. Slightly different. Smila Sundell. Oh, yes. If anybody knows of one championship, then you know her name very well. This is going to be cool. Muay Thai world champion. We got to pull her up. One of these girls that actually fights pretty mean, pretty nasty, pretty darn dangerous. 20 years old. She's going to be crossing over into MMA. This girl is 5'8", 125 pounds-ish, competing in the strawweight Muay Thai World Championship bouts over in one championship not too long ago. But she's really like a 125er. She's big, she's long, she's rangy, she's freaking dangerous. She fights mean. She's barely even a grown adult. Whew. This is going to be somebody to watch out for on the come up. She is signed with Tuff-N-Uff. Tuff-N-Uff making some big waves. Diego Brandao, Kai Kamaka, who else? Ray Cooper. They're adding some decent talent to the roster. And I like what I'm seeing from them. They've been around a long time, but I will say over the past year and a half, 2 years now, they've definitely grown in prominence, at least to the casual public eyes. If I'm paying attention on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, you've crossed some sort of threshold to where I can actually pay attention to it. I don't have enough time to go deep dive on the smallest of regional promotions, unfortunately. I don't typically see anybody until they hit LFA, Cage Warriors, Cage Fury, Tuff-N-Uff. But that's all right. That's okay. This is not my full-time job. I don't have some kind of ego about, oh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. We're just having fun. Just having fun here. Watching some fights. Crossing and Marsana throwing down now to start round 3. Somebody's got to win this one, and I like it. I like what I'm seeing. LFA, their next fight's about to kick off in just moments, but the Tuff-N-Uff crew, they have signed Smila Sundell, Muay Thai practitioner, 20 years old. I'm not a big women's MMA fan, if you know anything about me. Not the biggest fan of it. I don't like that they don't fight with a lot of, anger and danger and whatever it might be, whichever way you want to spin it. I don't think that they are physically capable of doing enough damage to be super fun to watch. I think if you're really skilled, you have an advantage, obviously. Somebody like Mackenzie Dern can kind of just scrap it out. We saw that earlier today. Virna Jandiroba, she's on the older side. She's got a lot of skills. Shevchenko, very skilled fighter. You got to either be a freak athlete or super, super skilled. Amanda Nunes is a freak athlete, got a lot of punching power. I mean, questions about her, will circle till the end of her days. Capitan Ralfuccio, tip of the cap to you. No Broncos hat here today. The Broncos are doing pretty good, though. Your Raiders, I know they just lost, but shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. Change the name a little bit so it's easier to read. No longer Combatics. I try to be a little bit crafty, a little bit crazy, a little bit fun with that. Hardcore hater kind of fits more like I am here today for you now. Always criticizing everything. I am always the forever pessimist. So we changed it up. Hardcore hater rolls off the tongue a little bit. I don't care. It is what it is. But Capitan Ralfuccio, shout out to you, my man. Appreciate you for being here. Just hanging out, watching some damn fights, brother. Hope you are doing well. What were your thoughts? Did you get a chance? She's got a great game plan with the grappling. Who are we talking about? Smila Sundell? I still got that pulled up. Look at me. I'm not a professional streamer like my friend Capitan Ralfuccio. We're watching LFA and Tuff-N-Uff. Got some problem with the gloves of crossover here in the Tuff-N-Uff. But Ralfuccio, I got a question for you. Since you're in here, how did we think the main event of UFC 321 went down? What do we think about the eye poke? Just throw me a little something, a little bit of meat on the bone. Haven't gotten a chance to really talk about it with anybody. A little bit wild. Maybe flew off the handle in my video. Didn't really get a chance to settle down and think about it, digest it. But we're back in action. We got LFA. We got Tuff-N-Uff. We got the dual screen on Fight Pass going here on the second monitor that I picked up from some random place, and it was free. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Well, Ralfuccio, keep chugging along, brother. I appreciate you putting out the good content all the time. Let's see. Who's on top over here? I'm not even paying attention. I got 10 things going in my mind. I'm talking about Smila Sundell. She's crossing over into the world of MMA. She's going to make big waves. Very, very young, of course. Dangerous striker. Working on the ground game, I hope. Maybe she's got some good tactics. Maybe she'll have a good game plan, like Ralfuccio says. And maybe she'll make some waves in MMA. Hopefully so. She's very skilled. Like I said, a lot of these girls just don't fight with that ferocity that I need to see. And unfortunately, they just physically can't do the damage. Smila Sundell, she's big, she fights mean, she fights nasty, she's got great technique, comes from Muay Thai. She's going to be nasty and ready to throw down with anybody. She won't care who you are. She's coming to absolutely bang. Cross keeping it at range. We got 10 seconds left. Not the way I would have liked to see the rest of this round play out. Somebody do something. Almarsana suffering from a couple of small cuts. It looks like the LFA fight just got stopped, and Natividad picks up a win over in the LFA. We'll get back to the Tuff-N-Uff decision. But Christian Natividad, he improves to 8-0 on the night. Age and date of birth unavailable to me right now, but he is a flyweight fighter. This guy looked pretty nasty. He got that work done very, very quickly. Got the finish there. Round number 1. Co-main event of the LFA 220 card. Very exciting stuff there. We got a flyweight prospect. We always got flyweight prospects that we're always looking forward to. Can't go wrong with some good flyweight prospects. And we got another one on our hands. Looks like a sick fighter. Aggressive. Looking to finish. Mixing the martial arts. That's what I like to see. He's not just striking, not just grappling. Striking, guy spins, turns around, takes advantage. He goes right into a clinch, right into the takedown. Ground and pound finish, follow up. What more can you ask for? Oh, we've got championship rounds over in Tuff-N-Uff. Pardon me, fellas. Pardon me, anybody who's watching. Who we got? Kenneth Cross over in Tuff-N-Uff and Saguku Amarsana? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe somebody will correct me. If they're from... What's the country? Is that Mongolia? Might just be Mongolia, since his nickname is the Mongol. All right, round 4, championship rounds here. Lightweight World Tuff-N-Uff Championship on the line. Amarsana wearing some of that damage. Christian Natividad over in the LFA improves to 8-0. Love to see that. Some sort of foul here. I missed it. Looked away for 2 seconds. My word. I almost missed the Quinlan Salkeld knockout. They're looking at the gloves of Cross again. But back to the Quinlan Salkeld. I almost missed it. I looked away, looked back, and I almost started to look back at something else. And I caught the knockout. Beautiful finish there. That shit will get your blood pumping, the adrenaline going. I was off my seat, up in the air, screaming like a madman. That was awesome by Quinlan Salkeld. Big underdog, 10, 11 days notice. Comes in there, gets the business done. Love to see that. Fantastic stuff from Quinlan Salkeld today on UFC 321. Very exciting fighter out in the come up. I said in my video that I just posted, I said there that he could potentially be looking at a ranking. Hackbrass sits right outside the rankings. Quinlan, big finish. Maybe making some waves there. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I sure hope so. That would be pretty damn awesome. They're retaping the gloves. Retaping the gloves of Kenneth Cross over in Tuff-N-Uff. Weird situation here. Some weird stuff going down today. First, it was the eye poke from Cyril Gahn. Now it's the glove malfunction. Come on, guys. Chris Tione. The opening of the glove that's on his wrist looks so massive. Like such a big, wide open. Why is there so much space in between the glove where you put your hand in? It just looks like a giant bubble around his hand. Anyway. Round 4. 3 minutes 45 left to go. Feel like crack of the neck going. All right. Amarsana waiting, and Kenneth Cross lunges in with a giant Superman punch attempt. Nothing really landed of significance there. Poking, prodding, feinting at range, moving the hands, shaking the legs out. Nobody really doing much right now. Been a long darn day. Been a long day. LFA main event coming up in moments. As for right now, Amarsana gets the takedown. Can he get anything going? Any damage? Any submissions? Waiting to see. The Mongol, hopefully. All right, advancing. He's on the back now. Kenneth Cross. Back up. Turning inside. They're back up against the fence. Amarsana, dominant position. Hands clasped together, tight around the belly. Stomping the feet. Come on, let's get a little bit more damage going than just stomps on the knees. Or stomps on the feet. What am I saying? Stomps on the knees, that would be nasty. Something. Let's go. Let's go, man. Do some damage. I know you're tired, but knees to the thigh. Beat him up. Bruise him up. Let's do something. Stomp on the toes. Ain't much. There we go, Amarsana. Great combination on the break as he pulls away. Amarsana throwing with heat. Kenneth Cross consistently overextending. Josh K, appreciate you being here. I started watching halfway through this one. I was talking about UFC 321. It looks like Kenneth Cross has the momentum. Amarsana, bit cut up, got a couple of cuts going on above the eye, swelling of the eye. Kenneth Cross looks like he's got a little bit more energy. Amarsana, just a moment ago, had a good takedown, had some good position, control time on the ground, but not a lot of damage done. Some stomps on the feet. Hard to say. I'm not so sure. He is getting taken down, dragged to the ground as we speak. Kenneth Cross, 40 seconds left in the round. See if he can do any damage. Somebody show me that they're winning the fight. Show us that somebody is winning the fight. That's all I ask. But no, Josh. Been half paying attention. Got 30 different things on my mind right now, and I just can't keep up. Just can't keep up. Henry Cejudo over on the LFA side. Kenneth Cross just tried to go through the legs of Amarsana. This isn't soccer. This is not a nutmeg situation here. Maybe he was trying to put him on his shoulders, raise him up like his child. I don't know. Anyway, heading into round 5, championship rounds, lightweight, world title on the line. Tuff-N-Uff, 149. Henry Cejudo hanging out in the LFA. Let's see what he's got to say. We'll pop the sound on over there. Sorry you guys can't hear it, but we're on Fight Pass, enjoying Fight Pass a bit. I don't need to hear him break down Tanner and Sear. Whatever. Thought he might have been talking about his upcoming fight with Peyton Talbot. Interesting matchup there. Not very much something that I would have been thinking about. Not at all. I would have been thinking somebody had, I mean, even Sean O'Malley as like a, boost up the younger guy, boost up the star on your way out. I don't know. They've got beef. Is this his last fight? I don't know. Is he threatening retirement to just gain some views and attraction? I don't know. Henry Cejudo fighting Peyton Talbot. Speaking with LFA over there, I think Cejudo will pull off the win against Talbot. Peyton Talbot looked pretty rough in the wrestling realm, did he not, Josh? Did he not? You saw it. I saw it. Everybody saw it. Not very good. Who was it? Barcelos. Barcelos, older guy, good, crafty, well-rounded. He likes to mix it up. That's the thing I always look at. If you can mix it up well, you can be successful. Henry Cejudo against Aljamain Sterling did not mix it up. Was not very successful in the takedown realm. Henry Cejudo against Merab. Did not mix it up. Kind of just played Merab's game. Got taken down himself. Henry Cejudo can take down Peyton Talbot. Now, can he stay safe on the feet? Peyton Talbot's got power. Henry Cejudo, good rangy striking, but he's getting older, getting slower. I think that he definitely can go out with a win. But Josh, I don't know. It's such a random fight. It's taken me so off guard that I don't really know what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you. I kind of lean Cejudo. I just don't know if it's enough time for Talbot. Seems like a jump up, a little too much too soon. But, I mean, they want this guy to be a star. I mean, he's a fun-ass fighter. I'll give him that. Peyton Talbot is very fun. Weird matchmaking for sure. Absolutely. One of the most unexpected fights that I have seen made in the last couple of years. I mean, they got to try to boost up their prospect, right? And they don't want Henry Cejudo going out against some legend of the game like Dominic Cruz in a rematch or something crazy like that. That would have been weird matchmaking too. Both of them coming back from retirement multiple times. But, nah, man, I mean, we can pull up the bantamweight rankings in a minute. I'm just watching the end of this Amarsana fight. Who else would they match Cejudo with? Is he ranked right now? We'll see. I'll pull it up in a minute. We got 3 more minutes. And nothing much going on. Fuck it. We'll pull it up right now. UFC rankings. If I can learn to type one of these days. Josh, my friend Josh, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you being here. Chatting it up. Anything else you want to talk about, throw it in the comments. We'll get to it. But for now, Henry Cejudo. Cejudo Garbrandt. Yes. See? That's a good one. That is some smart matchmaking. 2 guys, very expensive contracts. Maybe they'll both retire, win or lose. I mean, I know Garbrandt's not that old. Henry Cejudo's not really that old either, but win or lose for both of them. They're fighting each other. They both go out, off into the sunset, have a fun little striking match there. I'm with you. That's a good one. I like that. Love that. I really do like that. Good choice. Anyway. 10th ranked bantamweight Henry Cejudo taking on the unranked Peyton Talbot. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not crazy. It's not like Tony versus Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, wait a minute. It's not like Tony Ferguson versus Li Jingliang or Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. Just don't lose hope yet. I'm not that stupid. I know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit. I won't pretend like I'm some kind of genius. I lost my mouse. There it is. We got a minute left in this Cross Amarsana fight. But those 2 fights, those were wild. Those were weird. Those were wacky. What's another one? Mike Tybeck Orobai versus Jack Hermanson at 170 pounds. One guy's moving up. The other guy's moving down. They're meeting in the middle. Weird fight. Weird matchmaking the UFC's doing right now. And Cejudo versus Garbrandt, 2 legends of the sport, you want to call them, 2 former champions of the same division. Why not do that? Probably because they don't want to pay them that much money on the same night for a probably what might be a prelim fight. Depending on the card, of course, Henry's likely going to be on the pay-per-view this December. That's a weird matchup. I think Orobai takes it. I just don't know if Jack can cut that much weight. I mean, did he used to fight at 170? Maybe back in the day, but I've never seen him at 170. I feel like he might be cutting too much weight, biting off a little bit more than he can handle. Orobai's nasty, gritty, tough, can go everywhere. But not super skilled. Jack Hermanson, if he can poke and prod on the outside, I can see him cruising to victory, to be honest with you. Weird fight, that one too, dude. Weird. Who did Jack just get knocked out by? RoboCop, or was it somebody else? RoboCop. Let's see. Let's check. Gregory Rodriguez. You are correct again, Josh. Here we go. So, Jack Hermanson, last 5. Lost to Sean Strickland. Picks up a win against Chris Curtis. Takes a loss to Roman Dolidze. That was pretty devastating. Had him rolled up, submitted. Pfeiffer picks up a win there against the heavy power puncher. Over the course of 5 rounds, pretty impressive performance for a guy his age. Then takes a huge KO loss to Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez. And coming up in Qatar, Mike Tybeck Orobai, 170 pounds. Weird. And of course, you see that it's listed at 165 here for Orobai. Catchweight bout his last time out. Jack Hermanson, 185. They're going to be meeting in the middle at 170. Bizarre. I don't know. Maybe it's time for Jack to hang it up. I don't know if going to a new weight class is really going to do all that much for him. Let's see what the Tuff-N-Uff final results were. Not that I was paying much attention to it because it looked like a slop fest. Adelaide Bird. Shout out Adelaide Bird. Female judge. She's still kicking around. Kenneth Cross. New lightweight world champion of Tuff-N-Uff. 17-4 now. That was a messy fight. But rolling up to the main events, LFA, they're walking out right now. Tuff-N-Uff. Diego Brandao, Kai Kamaka. It's going to be a bit of a scrap. Hawaiian scrapper. Diego Brandao still kicking around. 31-22. Yikes. But he comes to fight. He's fun to watch. And hopefully, these 2 main events deliver. We got Tanner and Sear on the LFA side. Can the boss cross? Dang, I was hoping for Armarsana to win too. I was as well, just because I believe he's the younger man. No, he's not. 35. Josh, appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much. Giving me something to talk about. Thank you for showing up. Showing out for the crowd here. The millions and millions of viewers we have. No, I'm kidding. But we move along. LFA's up next. Main event. Shout out to Josh K in the chat. Hopefully he dropped a sub. I don't know. We'll see. We'll roll right along. We got 600 or so. Somewhere in there. We'll make it. We're just having fun. Bringing the community together. I see a lot of these people. I'm a this kind of content creator. I'm a this kind of. I believe that. Like, come on. Just be a friendly face. Just talk about it with some passion. That's all I'll show up for. Don't really care what you think or what you believe in, as long as we can come together and just have fun chatting it up about MMA. That's what I care about. That's what I want. Something positive. We're all haters here, but we can still have some fun. We can enjoy the UFC 321 card, even though it was filled with ups and downs, ebbs and flows. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. But it was a weird one. Like, after the fact, I was kind of like, was it that good? Maybe it wasn't that good. I don't know. I had fun. I have my criticisms. I can have fun and have a good time in the moment and still sit back, digest it, think about it, and have some criticism. How do you improve if not for constructive criticism? That's all I'm trying to offer for the UFC. I had a lot of fun today. But I can also be critical of this performance and this card and this referee and this judge. That's what we do here. It's part of the game. I'm not a rage baiter. I'm just an honest, pessimistic person. A suspicious person. Always looking for an angle. Not a crazy person, just a skeptical person. LFA main event. Got some hair on my nose or something. Oh, been a long day. Casey Tanner, Michael Sear, both 8-1. Casey Tanner, 33. Michael Sear, 30 years old. Not on the right end of 30 for prospect speaking, but maybe it'll be a fun fight. Maybe it'll be a fun fight. Two vets, few crafty vets, as some might say. Tuff-N-Uff, they're taking their sweet old time. Shout out to Coach Wood, staying in Las Vegas. He didn't fly out to Abu Dhabi. He said, absolutely not. I'm staying home. Coach up some of these young guys. Casey Tanner looks like a California bully, and I really can't see anything else. My word. Not Big John in the LFA, but Big John is on the Tuff-N-Uff show today as a referee working. He's back in action. But right now, we're going to get into this LFA main event. Bantamweights slugging it out in Arizona. Moments away. No, I do not have a clock, do not have a counter, but we are 4:56, 4:55, 4:54. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. And immediately Tanner is super aggressive, in on a takedown. Knees fired back by Sear. Ooh, I like it. We're off to the races already. Just seconds into the match. Michael Sear. Who is the actor? Michael Cera. He's got a little bit of that look, too. Not the mullet or the beard, but maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Anyway. Tanner throwing some hooks up top. Shoots in for a takedown. Doesn't quite get it. Michael Sear throwing some serious heat down the pipe. Right back. All right, Tuff-N-Uff catching back up to speed. I like it. Kakamaka walking out right now. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this LFA main event. Bantamweight fight. Sear landed some of these 1-2s, some of these jabs, some of these 1-1-2s. Looking clean and crisp down the pipe. Not a lot of looping shots yet. Not a lot of big, powerful strikes yet, but see if we can get them off. A couple of body kicks in there as well. Casey Tanner, very aggressive. Throwing big heat behind his shots, but nothing really significant landing. Big body shot there. Shoots for a takedown. Fake attempt. Throws his hands up top like that. Some big meaty hooks. Oh, big left hook by Casey Tanner. He's throwing major heat behind these punches. Not much connecting, but he did snap him. Crack that neck back. Crack that head back. Snap that head back. That's what I'm looking for. Those are the words. Tanner pressuring for. And the now patented Alex Poatan Pereira shorts worn by Diego Brandao. It's definitely a fashion statement. He quite literally has Pereira's name printed on his shorts, despite his name being Diego Brandao. That's going to go around the MMA Twitter tonight. Ooh, big shots by Sear back from the clinch on the break. Love that. He's got a wide variety of tools, all kinds of knees, elbows, good combinations by Sear. I like it. The younger man as well. Wouldn't hurt things if the younger guy wins and maybe tries to secure a ticket into the UFC somehow. Got a long road till the next season of Dana White's Contender Series, but maybe he can lock himself up a contract with a big finish tonight. We'll see. Tail the tape over in Tuff-N-Uff. Diego Brandao, 38 years old. Kai Kamaka, 5'7" versus 5'6", both 145 pounds. Very similar reach. Very similar size, stature, weight, and appearance here for both these guys. But the age difference is quite a bit. Diego Brandao, the much older fighter, but he's been around the regional scene. He's been putting on some fun fights. Kai Kamaka still trying to grab his footing after being kicked out of, where was he? Bellator? Was he in the UFC? I don't even remember at this point, but anyway. He was in the UFC, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, he was in the UFC. What am I saying? Too many guys to keep up with, but not enough Hawaiians to go around. We can all admit that. Round number 1 just wrapped up. LFA. Fun one. Scrappy one. Good one. I like what I'm seeing from both guys. Very aggressive, putting on a fun fight, doing some serious damage, or at least trying to. Jelton Almeida. My word. Fuck that guy. I was a big fan of Jelton Almeida, might I just add. Big fan of that guy. Loved the way that he was doing some ground and pound early. Loved the way that he was locking up the submissions early in his UFC run, on the come up, on the regional scene. Caught wind of him. I liked what I was seeing. This shit that he's been doing recently, and especially today, fuck that dude. I never want to see it again. I thought Hamzat Chimaev versus DDP was bad. Jelton literally did not even try to throw strikes, did not even try to get any submissions beyond that one rear naked choke attempt. Pathetic shit. Embarrassing. I've never been so happy to see a guy get a decision like Volkov in my life. Anybody out there listening to this shit, throw it in the comments if you disagree. Would love to have it here. Would love to hash it out. Damage over everything, man. Damage wins over everything. Don't care about control. Don't care about aggression. If you're doing damage, you're winning the fucking fight. Damage, dominance, duration. Follow in that order. If the damage is absolutely equal, dominance. If the dominance is equal, duration. Not that hard to figure out. Go watch a YouTube video. Got 2 fights going on at once. Both relatively similar in timing in terms of where they are in their respective rounds. Kai Kamaka, Diego Brandao getting scrappy early. Whoa! These guys not only are very similar in size, stature, and appearance, but they are both throwing very similar shots at the same time. They just each missed on some huge right overhands, both Kamaka and Diego Brandao. That was fun to watch. Somebody I thought might be going down there. Neither landed. LFA, we've got a bit of a chess match going on. The aggression's died down a bit, which I don't like to see. But Big John over in Tuff-N-Uff. Kai Kamaka pushes down Diego Brandao a little bit there. See what's going on here. Nothing major. Okay, no damage being done really yet. both having trouble finding each other. Diego Brandao blitzing forward, but nothing really landed himself for him. There we go. Casey Tanner, he's blitzing forward. Michael Sear catching him as he's coming in. Just kind of blitzing back and forth, the two of them, Tanner and Sear over in the LFA. Tuff-N-Uff on the other end, 3 minutes left in the first round. They're still trying to figure each other out, pepper each other up. Oh, big knee to the body there by Brandao. Beautiful to see that. Casey Tanner over in his fight for the LFA. He's getting more aggressive as this round is ramping up. 2 minutes left. Michael Sear, long rangey shots, powerful punches, landing through the guard. Diego Brandao in on some sort of takedown over Kai Kamaka. Casey Tanner runs right through Michael Sear, takes him down, and immediately they're on the ground, legs entangled. Secures position on the ground. We're not out of danger yet. Casey Tanner looking for some ground and pound here. Sear's doing a good job of manipulating, controlling, and staying safe on the ground here. I like this. Scrambling around, getting into some of those funky positions in which he cannot be reached from dominant positions by Casey Tanner. Still 1:10 left in that round over there. Meanwhile, Diego Brandao, he's getting to Kai Kamaka, but is he expending too much energy? I'm not so sure. Looks like Casey Tanner's about to wrap up a rear naked here. Michael Sear's turned off. Is at a good angle. Can't get the choke in anymore. Michael Sear might survive, but he's getting pounded out of there. Hopefully. Let's see. Can he stand up? Elbows to the side of the head. Woo. Diego Brandao throwing some knees over in the Tuff-N-Uff fight. My word. Tanner's hunting for that neck of Michael Sear. Is he burning out too much energy? That's my question. Big, muscled up guy, explosive guy, dangerous guy. Is he expending too much energy? He's on top looking for some of these elbows. Michael Sear's grabbing up in the cage. No referee stepping in there. Kai Kamaka still having trouble finding range over there. And not Evan Tanner. Shout out great Evan Tanner, former champion in the UFC. Casey Tanner. End of the round, did some major damage at the end of that one. Over in Tuff-N-Uff. Kai Kamaka's got dominant position up against the cage in the clinch. Can he maintain it? Can he secure it? Can he do some damage himself? Because Diego Brandao, he's been going crazy this first round of 5. John McCarthy back in action. Eric Nixick in the corner of Kai Kamaka. Haven't heard a lot from Eric Nixick as of late. Haven't seen a lot of him. Don't know what's going on with him lately, but he's there tonight for the Tuff-N-Uff event over in Las Vegas. Ooh. Big spinning back fist attempt there by Brandao. I like that. Dude's just getting wild. Love to see that. I can't get over the Alex Pereira shorts. These are hilarious, man. He bought another pair. He bought the new and improved pair of Alex Pereira shorts, and he's wearing them in the cage. Can't put his own name on his shorts, but he will proudly wear the Alex Pereira shorts in a cage fight. Hilarious. Kamaka back in the clinch, up against the cage, pushing Brandao, trying to wear on him, trying to tire him out as the older fighter. Might be a smart move by Kamaka there. Casey Tanner gets a big takedown over in the LFA. 4 minutes left to go in this one. A lot of time to work on the ground if he can keep it here. Did some serious damage at the end of round 2. It's only 3 rounds, main event. See what he can do. Pardon me. Excuse me. Bit of a standstill here on both ends. Ooh, big elbow by Casey Tanner. High kick attempt, spinning kick attempt by Brandao. Whew. He's fun to watch, man. Win, lose, or draw. This guy's fun over in the Tuff-N-Uff circuit. 3 minutes 30 left for Casey Tanner to try to secure a victory over Michael Sear. Keep an eye on that one. Couple of big shots by Casey Tanner over in the LFA. 3 minutes left to go in that fight. Diego Brandao continues to throw spinning shit. Will it ever work? I'm not so sure, but he will undoubtedly throw some more. Oh, you have to respect it. Spinning elbow attempt in the clinch. Okay. Another spinning elbow attempt. Don't fight the hands. Just throw a spinning elbow, Diego Brandao says. Respect to him, man. Ugh. Can't stop yawning. Come on. Somebody do something. Somebody show me something. Minute 45 left over in the LFA main event. Casey Tanner on top of Michael Sear. Dominant position. Trying to do some ground and pound, trying to do something, but none of it working. Diego Brandao throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Kai Kamaka. Kai Kamaka just taking it all on the chin. Those Hawaiians, man, they got chins of steel. Michael Sear looks to be taking advantage of the tired Casey Tanner. Excuse me. Throwing some knees to the body is Michael Sear on Casey Tanner. Doing some damage to the body. Trying to get something going. 50 seconds left. Come on, boys. Somebody lock this up. Somebody get it done. Somebody get a finish. Don't let this go to a decision. Some big shots by Diego Brandao over in Tuff-N-Uff. 30 seconds left. Casey Tanner looking for a Kimura. Doesn't get it. North-south position now. Michael Sear rolling for some kind of submission. Doesn't get it. He's back on top. Do some ground and pound. Finish this one. 8 seconds left. Can Casey Tanner survive? I think that he will. Potential armbar here. Nope. And that will freaking do it. From Arizona for LFA. Good, fun, scrappy main event. Lots of spinning attempts from Diego Brandao. Still over in Tuff-N-Uff. Been a fun one. Been a good one. 2 rounds down. 3 more to go. Diego Brandao just doing more. Is he doing enough damage? Is he doing any damage? I don't know, but he's just throwing more. Throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this guy. Kai Kamaka. Kai Kamaka not fighting back with enough volume, in my opinion, to really win these rounds. Crazy enough. That's an usher going. That's a Tuff-N-Uff event. Loving it. Round 3 of 5. Kai Kamaka, Diego Brandao. Brandao being the more active fighter. Is he doing a lot of damage? Not a ton, but Kai Kamaka just kind of waiting, picking and choosing his shots. Looks like a sparring session out there. Guess who's in his corner? That's right. Eric Nixick, the king of the sparring partners. Eric freaking Nixick has turned 95% of his roster into just sparring partners for his opponents. Throwing major heat. The nearly 40-year-old Diego Brandao. Doing a lot, but not a lot rewarded. Spinning back fist kind of hurts. Maybe wobbled Kamaka there, but he looks to have recovered. He might have just gotten caught off guard. Casey Tanner improves to 9-1 over in the LFA. Watch out for him. Bantamweight, 33 years old. I don't know if we'll ever see him, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay if we don't. Some guys don't ever make it up there. But there's fun scrappers. We need fun scrappers on the regional scene. We need tough tests for up-and-coming prospects. Diego Brandao, Kai Kamaka. Not what I would consider up-and-coming prospects at all, but just having a fun little scrap here to end off the night. Good day of fights. Good last weekend of October. Heading into Halloween. We had some fun today. Long day of fights. Fights on all day from dawn to dusk. Diego Brandao throwing heat. Doubling up on some elbows. Fun stuff. That commentator just said exactly what I said. Must be a smart guy. Or maybe I'm not so bad at this. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Nobody's watching anyway. That's okay. But if anybody's watching after the fact, trying to get caught up, appreciate you for popping in. Throw some stuff in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Do the whole thing. Would be much appreciated. That way we can continue to have some damn fun over here. Diego looking tired. I don't know. If this is 5 rounds, might have to drop this one. Might have to go to bed, man. Big elbow. Woo. Diego's throwing major heat with these elbows and knees. But can he do some damage? Is he doing enough damage? Because he's definitely winning on activity. He's throwing spinning back fists, spinning elbows, spinning knees. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in about 5 seconds time span. Big John McCarthy, of course, the referee in there. He's back in action. Probably trying to get on that White House card. Let's all be honest here. We know what the game is. We know what you're doing. Kai Kamaka now cut open. Likely one of these spinning attacks from Diego Brandao sliced him open. Minute 12, minute 11, minute 10 left in the third round of their 5-round fight. Diego Brandao, of course, the champion. 38 years old, closing in on 40. Looking pretty good. Looking to have some fun. From major spinning stuff and a lot of power behind his shots. Is he looking to tire? Is he potentially tiring himself out? Maybe. Kai Kamaka grabs him, shoots in. Not having much luck here. Presses him up against the fence. Let's see if Big John breaks him up for inactivity. We'll wait and see. Clock is ticking for Kai Kamaka to get something done because Diego Brandao has won these first 3 rounds on activity and damage alone. Shoulder strikes by Kamaka. Like to see that. Getting crafty. Getting into the weeds, doing a little bit of damage with those shoulder strikes. That's always good to see. And the championship rounds are coming up next. Whew. Diego Brandao just doesn't stop throwing the spinning stuff, does he? So many spinning elbows, tons of them. Can the old man get it done? That's the question. Might have to grab a tarp, the commentator says. All right, buddy. Diego Brandao, Kai Kamaka, round 4. 4 minutes left in this one. I don't know if I can stick it through. Come on, guys. Somebody do something. Impress me. Keep me on. Keep me tuned in. Oh, big body shot to the liver by Kai Kamaka. Shuts him down. Diego Brandao curled up against the fence. Pushing away with the legs. Can Kai Kamaka take advantage? Ground and pound. Going right through Diego Brandao right now. Is Diego Brandao recovered? He looks to maybe be okay here. Looking for a submission against Kai Kamaka here. Doesn't quite have the triangle locked up. A little too loose. Not enough on it. Woo. That was a wild turn of events there. Big left hook by Kai Kamaka. Right to the liver. He shut him down. Brandao ran to the side of the cage. Fell right over. Kai Kamaka tried to capitalize with some of this ground and pound, but Diego Brandao looks to have recovered. Wrapped up full guard. We'll see what happens here. Kai Kamaka doing some ground and pound. Trying to land some shots. Diego Brandao, the older fighter, he does cut open pretty easily. Got a busted up calf. Got some swelling. Bleeding out of the nose and the mouth. He's got Kai Kamaka cut open. He's throwing those legs up for a submission of some sort. Wouldn't be surprised if Kai Kamaka lets him stand up. We'll see. I'm wrong. Going right back down in on the ground and pound. Big shots to the body of Diego Brandao. Big John McCarthy taking a look at it. Kai Kamaka just pounding the body of Diego Brandao from a standing position. Diego Brandao getting something going here with some of these up kicks. Kamaka going to the body, going to the head here. Brandao with the Pereira shorts. That's going to go viral tonight again. Maybe he does it on purpose now. I don't know. All right, let's go. Big John, either up or down. Still playing this game. Kai's kind of in, kind of out, kind of doing this, kind of doing that. Make a choice. We're just stalling here. We're just waiting right here. Come on. Putting me to sleep, fellas. Not really. I'm just joking. Diego Brandao right back up to the flying knees. And he takes down Kamaka with ease. 1 minute left in the fourth round. He's on his back. Did Kai Kamaka expend all that energy? Big body shots. He's got no fear despite getting punched right in the liver, getting his body completely shut down. Brandao dumps Kai Kamaka back on the ground. And here we go. Back to it. 30 seconds left to go in the fourth round. It's been a good round. Fun round. Exciting back and forth. Kai Kamaka looking to get back up to his feet. Posting. He's got all fours down right now. Diego pressing him heavy up against the cage. Not letting him get off easy. Whew. It's been a fun, high-action, high-paced round. Kai Kamaka cut up, looking a little tired. Diego Brandao ready for another 10 rounds, it looks like. Final round coming up. I haven't really been scoring this one, to be honest, for you. But you guys let me know if you're watching along, what you're seeing, what you're thinking. And if you're watching after the fact, shout out Diego Brandao for always putting on fun fights over in Tuff-N-Uff. Beautiful. Beautiful takedown right into mount on Kai Kamaka to turn the tides. Fantastic fourth round by both these gentlemen. Kai Kamaka probably got the better of that round. But I don't know. Haven't really officially been scoring the fight. We got one more round to settle this thing. Who's going to come out and make their mark and etch their name into history on Tuff-N-Uff 149? Five minutes for the rest of your life. Oh, big shots by Diego Brandao. Right in on the clinch. Looking for a takedown potentially here. Or is he just going to pressure him up against the cage? Kai Kamaka been struggling with this. Diego Brandao at 38. Hell of an athlete. Big right hand to the body there. Up, down, up, down. Is he going to take him down? Does he not? I like the idea there. Get him guessing. Get him thinking. Get him questioning everything. Smiling, laughing to the corner. Kai Kamaka reverses positions. Got Brandao pushed up against the cage now. 4 minute 10, 4 minute 9, 4 minute 8 seconds left to go in the final round, the fifth round of Tuff-N-Uff. 149. Diego Brandao. Kai Kamaka dueling it out. Smacking each other back and forth. All right, Big John. Might be time to step in and break this one up. Getting a little stagnant, getting a little bit stale. Not a ton happening, but a couple of body shots exchanged between the two of them. But nothing much else beyond that. Diego Brandao, up elbow was beautiful. Spinning elbow. Flying knee. any of it really land? I don't even know, but Kaikamaka looks like he's nearly down and out. Spinning kick with the side of the foot lands to Kaikamaka's chin. This guy's crazy. Oh, big up, big elbow. Brendow's doing that little side step in elbow up the middle. Huge up elbows landing here for Brandao. I love that technique. You never really see it done because it puts you out of position and leaves your chin wide open. But, he's fun to watch, man. I like it. I dig it. He's got nothing to lose now that he's in Tuff-N-Uff. Nothing to lose but his dignity in wearing those interesting Alex Pereira shorts. Paige, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Trying to do my best on the commentary. I'm no professional by any means. I can read and write a little bit here and there, but we're coaching along. If you want to talk about something else other than this Tuff-N-Uff fight, I'm all ears. But this is just what's on and in front of me. Diego Brandao, 38 years old, still pushing the pace. Kaikamaka, he lands a big spinning back fist on Kaikamaka there. Whew. Picks up Kaikamaka, over the shoulder, slams him down. Whew. Who am I picking to win this one? I think Brandao's doing the best job right now. The commentary team said they got a 2-2 heading into the fifth. I probably agree with that. I haven't really been judging. I think the fourth and fifth rounds have been Brandao, which is surprising considering he's 38 years old. Nearly 10 years Kaikamaka senior. But Paige, I thank you for jumping in here. Been fun. Glad you can throw some comments down there. What'd you think of the Tom Aspinall fight earlier today, the result of that one? What do we think of 321 as a whole? Of course, I made a video, a little bit of a meme cap, a recap I've got on the channel right now. It's out. Been out for a couple hours now. Getting some decent traction. Usually we get between 10 and maybe 40 views. This time it's up near the 70, 90 range. Now I know views don't really matter, but I'd like some comments on it. Diego Brandao is just totally messing around. Big John McCarthy's getting mad. Don't want to make Big John mad. What's he going to do in the last 10 seconds? Drop to his back and welcome Kaikamaka into the guard. All right. Interesting moves there. Anyway, that'll do it for Tuff-N-Uff. I think Diego Brandao walked away with a win there. Do I even want to stay for the judge's decision? Nah. Closing the tab. It is what it is. I think Diego Brandao is a special character. At 38 years old, doing all that kinds of crazy spinning stuff. Never seen it like that. He's throwing more spinning stuff. Paige, please, I need to know. So I want to open Fight Pass back up again. I'll open it up for 30 more seconds. Don't go. What are we doing here? It's Tuff-N-Uff. Who cares about Tuff-N-Uff? Don't go yet. I'll stick around for a few more minutes, but it's getting late. It's getting late. You're going to have to throw me some fun comments down in here. I'll just need to know who won. Then you'll dump me. Then you'll get rid of me, huh? I see how it is. Are you watching on Fight Pass? That's my question. Oh, the crowd is loving it. Eric Nixick in the corner of Kaikamaka, not looking too confident. Big John McCarthy. Making the guys shake each other's hand. Round of applause for the gentleman in this one. Apparently, I've gotten Paige invested in my commentary of the fight. I mean, I could have been lying, making all that up. I don't know if you're watching Fight Pass or not, but we'll see. Sounds like it's going to be split. (48-47) Brandao for one judge. Judge number 2. 48-47 for Kamaka, and your winner. Relying on me, Paige. I don't know if you can trust me, but I'll do my best. 49-46 for the winner. And still, Diego Brandao, 38 years old, still champion of Tuff-N-Uff. Wow. Not shocking. He did more damage. He had more volume. He tried harder. He fought harder. He threw more spinning stuff. He's more fun to watch. Thank goodness. Paige, shout out to you. Have a good night. We're going to end things there unless you want to talk about something else. Unless we want to talk about anything else. He's enjoying this. Grandpa Brandao gets it done. Dominates the last 3 rounds of the fight, in my opinion. We're going to cut things off right about here, unless anybody's got something to say out there live. All these millions and thousands and tens of billions of viewers I've got live here right now. Unless somebody's got something to say, we're going to call it a night. We'll check through the MMA Twitter for anything crazy. I mean, of course, there's always going to be this for the rest of eternity. But in terms of news, crazy stuff going on, nothing really. Tom Aspinall slander continues. I cannot understand or fathom why people don't want to see this guy succeed. He's very, very fun to watch, very dangerous. He was having a good scrap with Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane, not always the most entertaining fighter, likes to poke and prod at range. He moves unlike many heavyweights out there. They were getting after it back and forth. It was fun. But Tom Aspinall's super dangerous, always getting finishes. I don't know why people are hating on him so much. It's ridiculous, saying he's faking it. Don't understand. But the big news of tonight, at least on the Tuff-N-Uff side of things, is that Smila Sundell signs with Tuff-N-Uff. Will make her debut in December. The Muay Thai world champion over in 1. Moving over to MMA. She's only 20 years old. Long, rangy, dangerous Muay Thai striker. Working on her ground game, I hope. Please. Don't get taken down too early, too often. She's going to do her thing. She fights mean and nasty, unlike many of the ladies out there that I am disappointed with on a week-to-week basis in the UFC. Hopefully, she jumps up into the UFC, PFL, Bellator, whatever the hell you want to call it out there, and makes some huge waves. I'm excited to see her debut later on this year. But for now, that's going to do it for me and everyone here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Paige, Josh, Capitan Rafucho, all the commenters, everybody who was out there, anybody watching, anybody lurking out there. Shout out to you people for being here and keeping this thing going, because that's what we're here for, just to have some fun. This isn't that serious. This isn't my job. Hell no. I don't get paid for this. I don't make a dime or a penny off of this. But we're just having fun bringing everybody together, trying to bring some community here, trying to grow the audience, grow the brand, grow the whatever the hell this is right now, and make and have some damn fun on some Saturdays, Fridays, whenever I have time to stream here. You all are all welcome here with me, no matter race, color, creed, whatever. We're all going to have fun here because we're talking about combat fucking sports, and that will do it for me. You guys have a good night. Subscribe, like, share. I don't give a damn. Do what you want to do. have your own free will and choose what you want to spend your time doing. If you're here with me, I do surely appreciate it. But for now, that's going to do it for me. You guys have a great night, great day tomorrow. If I don't see you, if I don't talk to you, and I'll see you next freaking time. All right. You hear me? That's going to end it there. We'll click and boom. See ya